Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to the Austrian Grand Prix broadcast. Willkommen in Österreich. Today we're racing on the Red Bull Ring. Beautiful Sunday that we're expecting to get on this wonderful layout. One that has been producing some of the most exciting racing recently. A pretty simple track, one of the shortest in the calendar, the shortest lap time wise, with lap times that can go down as low as 1:00 in quali. We've seen that yesterday from many cars. Main feature of this track, back to back DRS zones with detections for the first and the second DRS zone that are right at the entrance of the previous corner, which can lead sometimes to pass and repass situations. Will be pretty exciting to watch. It will be also difficult for us casters to track. Speaking about us casters, I'm welcoming, as usual, my partner in the booth, Kevin Korstein. How are you doing?
Yeah, hello. Very excited for this race today that we have installed.
And now with a look at the quali results from yesterday, three big news to remember. The first, Williams failed to qualify any car in Q2. Jack Teff will start the race in 19th position, so that will be quite a challenge for him to come back. Another story of the weekend is both Saubers managed to make it to Q3, but we'll see that when we will scroll up the rankings. So we have Aston Martin's struggling in a quali pace. Ahead of them, Swanson, Egan for Williams, Van der Steen, the rookie for Mercedes, Nick Bayer, Afonso Cassinho will be on the 8th row. Philippe Verhaeren managed to get into Q2 but failed to qualify to Q3, just like his more experienced teammate, reigning world champion Lucas Wright, who will start in 10th position, so from 5th row. Zhao Lei was one of the two McLarens in Q3 but failed to get a clean lap in Q3. Liam de la Cruz, his first Q3 since, guess what? Since China, since Shanghai. First time in Q3 for him. Robin Kaisner, one of the two Saubers in Q3, will be right behind his teammate Duarte Sardinia, just like de la Cruz will be right behind Eetu Väisänen, who will start in 6th. Similar situation for the Racing Bulls with Jason Roy, starting in 2nd row on the dirty side of the track, right behind Quarter Kevu. And alongside him, Michael Zwart in 2nd row. The poleman, Josh Nathaniel, with an excellent lap, and he elected to go for the slipstream strategy, took advantage of it in the first two sectors, got 30 and 3rd, but was still fast enough. So that's it for the grid presentation. And we're now about to move to the track where the cars are already ready on the grid. We can see the team of engineers and officials are leaving the track.
Springfield's on our screens now. Can she improve his position from the lowest?
Quite far back.
Yeah. Can he do anything?
Can she do anything?
And now, the 5 red lights. 5 red lights. It's
And
lights
the
out.
lights turn off, and we are racing in Austria. Excellent start from Nathaniel, who is starting on soft, just like the other front row racer, Kevu. Turn 1 without any major incident, which is a pretty rare feat around this place. And Nathaniel already with a quite sizable lead after only 2 turns. No positions gained in the first 7 or 8 spots so far. So pretty good news, I would say.
Both Red Bulls fighting now, and there is the rookie.
Quite a bit of action in the in the middle of the pack, and gaps are already getting created.
Yeah, Nathaniel is already 1.6 ahead of Kortekevu. Kortekevu is with softs, and the only one with hards is Sam Facts in the last place. Everyone else is on softs or mediums.
Nathaniel is trying to replicate his strategy from last weekend that almost worked, and maybe would have if the track remained dry, and if he didn't get into any incident.
DRS is enabled on this lap, of course, and now will anyone have a chance there? Jason Roy this time around is too far away to do something.
Now it's pretty clear that Nathaniel is trying to push as hard as possible to escape from the DRS. And Kevu himself has a gap over Michael Zwart. Michael Zwart is on a potential one-stop strategy, starting on mediums.
Yeah, Kortekevu has closed the gap on Nathaniel now. It's a 1 second gap. It was 1.6 at the start of the lap. Now it's 1.1 second exactly. Now it's 0.4 tenths.
I think Kevu had a pretty clever use of the ERS.
And Kortekevu posts the first fastest lap of the race. And is already attacking Nathaniel.
Is he able to pass? The chances that he will be able to retain position with the DRS in the second straight. Jason Roy right behind Michael Zwart. Sardinia is defending ahead of Väisänen.
And actually now
with
Michael Zwart has DRS.
With a pretty decent Ferrari quali, I'm expecting, with how they can manage their tires in the race, I'm expecting them to have a pretty beautiful.
Michael Zwart has closed the gap again. The top 4 is on under 1 second of each other, and Sardinia has dropped away.
There are more gaps in 2 laps in Austria than there were in 13 in Montreal, if that makes any sense.
And Nathaniel now with the DRS.
Will he be able to attack in turn number 3?
He is closing in on Kortekevu now. Kortekevu is defending hard on this one.
Oh, they almost touched. They did touch inside of turn number 3, and Kevu has the better exit. Nathaniel, the nickname Terrorist, is already in action. Not even 4 laps into this race.
And now they're side by side.
We have a radio call from Racing Bulls. Apparently not quite happy of Nathaniel's behavior.
And now we'll see, we're going into another lap. It's already lap 5. And now Nathaniel is even more closer. Will he try into turn 1? Kortekevu is defending hard. Nathaniel is gonna try into inside of turn 1. They're side by side now again.
And Kevu outbreaks him.
And now look at Zwart.
Michael is right behind, and he's on medium, so that would be bad news if he manages to overtake.
And Jason Roy will dive bomb. Jason Roy will dive bomb. And
Jason Roy overtaking Michael Zwart. It's a pretty clean move. from Jason Roy, and the Racing Bulls are 1-3. Back to where they started, almost.
And we're seeing it again.
Or
Nathaniel
2 and 4
dive
they
bombing.
started.
Nathaniel trying again, but not working out this time. And Väisänen got past Sardinha. So Väisänen is up to
Väisänen
P5.
with looks like a slightly better race pace. A little bit of a focus on the Williams at the back of the pack. They are 18th and 19th. Egan actually even lost one position from the start. Not looking great for Jack Tuff as he's starting on softs and fails to overtake anyone thus far. So we have a leading pack, 4 cars. Behind, Väisänen is controlling the pack. The next pack of 4 cars from him to Jolet, then Lime Donna Cruz, the other Ferrari, leading a train of almost 10 cars. I'm saying that, and Philippe Verhaeren managed to overtake him. Looks like Bayer also managed to overtake him, and Dela Cruz had a pretty rough exit of turn number 3. And we have a million cars wide in the second straight. And look at Van der Steen actually swerving around all cars, overtaking literally 6 cars at one time. Wesley Van der Steen is through, and he's 11th from, I don't know where he started, but
he started 15th.
He was like 15th 2 turns ago.
What the move. This race is gonna be as interesting as we see right here, ladies and gentlemen. It's only lap 7, guys.
It's Spielberg for you, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Bull Ring is one hell of a place for racing. There are gonna be a ton of overtakes, and we are again seeing potentially 4 cars attacking the corner together. What can go wrong, ladies and gentlemen? What can go wrong? What is this caster curse as well? I literally was feeling this was not gonna end up right with 4 cars attacking turn 1 together, and indeed there was no chance of a positive outcome there. Springfield and Dela Cruz crash out.
Dela Cruz's wheel now, we won't see the entire happening, but oh, that was a side contact. Wasn't very good, and we heard the team radio. Yeah, it's really blurred.
And the radio from Dela Cruz's car. That's a rough time. For once, Dela Cruz was qualified pretty nicely. Well, he kind of bottled his start, to be honest. And then this happened, and so now we're having not a VSC but an actual safety car, aptly named safety card.
And Quartico and Nathaniel is boxing. The soft tire runners.
Everyone's gonna be boxing, I think.
And Springfield got a 5-second penalty.
Springfield has been deemed responsible for the incident and will have a grid penalty for the next race.
Michael Sparks has bit that, which is interesting.
Everyone's spitting except those who want to keep driving on their mediums. Oh, some of those pit stops aren't looking that great, to be honest. It's mayhem in the pit lane here in Spielberg, and yeah, it's unclear who will get advantage.
Yeah, right now, Quartakevo
issues for
some fact out of nowhere. He's P5 now.
Out of nowhere, some facts who started on hards, he decided to keep his hards, and he's gonna have a tire disadvantage now. Okay, but he's 5th. Jason Roy leading, Sardinia in 2nd. Väisänen, who was babying his tires, decided to not pit. He is 3rd.
We have an update on the drivers. Both drivers are out of the car and are okay. So not any major issues for both drivers.
And we have, for whatever reason, I don't know why Alpine did that, but they put new softs to Maradona. What are they trying to do? Why didn't it leave him on the track and gain track position.
What the interesting first half of the race we are having here, right there. We saw so many overtakes happening at the same time.
We literally had a battle with, I think,
7 cars.
6 cars
Yeah.
in two, 3 side by sides. What? But yeah, it's.
We might be.
I don't know what I have with cursing this season, but this action with potentially 4 cars attacking the turn and brake checking each other, that was not gonna end up well. And I called it literally half a second before it happened.
Yeah, we might be able to hear from Springfield all Dela class if we can catch them when they reach the pit lane or somewhere on the race track. Can we catch them?
We might be able to hear from them after the race, indeed. That was, to be fair, yes, it is Springfield's fault there, but I don't know if it's that obvious. To be honest.
Nathaniel has lost
Because
a lot after this pit stop. He's P6 now.
But what a nightmare for Liam Cruz. It's the 11th race of the season. And so far, Liam Cruz's resume in 2025 is 2 wins,
And the
1
safety
ninth
car
place,
is ending. And the safety car is ending this
1
lap.
sprint win, and then nothing.
And now we are just waiting.
Liam Cruz has more DNFs than point finishes. 4th DNF of the season, 4th in the last 6 races. And only 3 point finishes.
Now we wait. The safety car is ending. The medium runners that are on the top 3 will lose out now. Jason Roy is gone.
Good restart from Jason Roy.
Is he able to...
Actually re-accelerated so late that he almost caught by surprise Sardinia.
Yeah. But now we're already seeing people trying to overtake Riley Svensson now.
There's a chance that Sam Fact blocks some of the cars behind him, as he will try to take care of his hard tires as much as he can. Väisänen and Jason Roy and Sardinia as well, who kept their mediums from the start, will try to manage them to hold them long enough for a one-stop strategy. I think that's their best shot to win the race at this point.
And already Jason Roy is 1.5 seconds ahead of Sardinia.
But what about those on hards? What are they going to do? Are they going to push on their hards, or are they going to try to hold them until maybe lap 50 and then pit for new softs or whatever, or new mediums? I don't know what they're going to do. Because, as a matter of fact, those on mediums right in front of them will undercut them. Because they will be pitting for hards. And likely there's no team that has 2 fresh sets of hards.
And we can already see Michael Swart and Nathaniel being side by side. Michael Swart trying to take the place away from Nathaniel now. Is he able to do that? Quartegevo is fighting with
and Michael Swart able to outbrake Nathaniel.
And Väisänen didn't get past him, but this is not over yet.
And Kevo managed to pass with his hearts.
Yeah. So
fresh
Kevo
hearts doing work.
So Kevo is through now. Kevo has to try something on Sardinia now to catch his teammate, because his teammate is already 1.4 ahead.
Now something to note. The sun's shining now. Track is gonna get heated up by the sun. Could affect tire wear as well.
Already see Michael Swart is looking out, and now he's already trying on the straight. He's already side by side with Sam Fact now. And Samfact
And
has
Samfact is struggling a little bit on the
Yeah.
restart, but it's logical. He's been having these hard tires for 12 laps.
Out of nowhere, Philip Verhaeren dive bombing Nathaniel now. Nathaniel is losing all the places now. Nathaniel will try to fight it back. Nathaniel is fighting it back, but not enough for him. He lost another position now. And actually the top 3.
I actually don't understand in Nathaniel's position why he pitted for hards. They should have been pitting for no mediums, I believe.
And Cortegeo is actually looking to overtake Sardinha now. And then we can see Cortegeo is looking out elsewhere already. And now he is trying it. And he flies past. Cortegeo is up to P2 now with fresh hard tires.
Is Kevu gonna be able to win back-to-back races? Is this
Michael Swart now
the
looking
charge for the championship?
Michael Swart now looking to overtake. No, sticks behind. Cortegeo has closed the gap on Jason Roy already.
Useful to know, Jack Teff has new tires and he's 13th at the moment.
Yeah. Maradona is making places up the grid.
I hope he does on his soft tires. And Kevu has just passed Jason Roy. He's leading the Grand Prix.
And now he knows Sardinha is right behind Jason Roy. Is there gonna be a team orders to keep him behind?
And Jason Roy might actually use Kevu's DRS to defend against Sardinia.
And we can see a lot of battling going on here right now. 3, 2 by 2 by 2, by 1 by 2 now. Samfact trying to overtake Philip Verde, and he got it. Nathaniel and Shaolei fighting with each other. Everything is going on here.
And Jack Teff complains about a mechanical issue. Not looking great for the championship leader. And Nathaniel was actually pushed off by Lucas Wright, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, Nathaniel was pushed off by his teammate Shaolei, which is gonna be under investigation by the stewards now.
By Shaolei, actually.
Yeah, Shaolei is under investigation already by the stewards. The stewards are working overtime right here. Now Samfact will have a chance again. Shaolei is looking at the inside. Lucas right now is on the outside of Shaolei. Didn't work out for him.
Now Lucas Wright attacking Shaolei.
Is he close enough to do something? No, he sticks behind.
Not quite, but on the next race he will be able to. Shaolei is able to pass.
Shaolei is flying. Will he be able to push away now?
Shaolei is showing race pace after some quality struggles.
Yeah, Samfact is losing places left, right and center right now. His tires are not on the same window.
The risky choice to keep the tires well, he managed to gain a lot of position, so it's a good call, but he will need to manage that, and that's not easy.
Lucas Wright already looking elsewhere to get past Samfact. It's gonna be an easy overtake. Yes, it is. He is flying past. And we could see Väisänen now defending against Shaolei.
And the poleman Nathaniel is already down to 14th.
Yeah.
And Maradona is 12th. Is the choice of soft tires paying off?
Yeah, Maradona is actually making a lot of gains here. He's actually past Jack Def, the championship leader who has a mechanical faults, as we have heard that from a few laps ago. And Nathaniel is right behind him. So laps 17 now, Quarticevo leads by 1 second now. And we can see Michael
And it's
Smart
only
is
gonna
charging.
get worse for Jason Roy as
Michael
the
Smart
tires
is
will get
charging.
worn.
Verhaeren posts the fastest lap and Michael Smart is charging.
Michael Swart doing work on Sundays as well these past few weeks.
Nathaniel type bombing 2 cars, not 1.
Has not managed to pass the second one yet though.
He will have the second bite of cherry now. And he's
Has
side
the
by
DRS.
side with Maradona. Maradona's tires are already dying. Oh, there was
Oh,
contact.
there's contact behind from the Haas of Riley Swenson. Was there any damage? There's no yellow flag at least. But there was contact. A little bit of a front wing bumper. Wow. What a race thus far.
Yeah, look at Nathaniel now trying the inside line on the corner. And he did it on the 9th corner.
And now
And
on
Nathaniel is
the
coming
strategy
back.
side, it's going to be interesting because usually around this track we see a variety of 2 stops and 1 stops.
Yeah, but we had the safety
But
car now, and that throws the 2 stops
all the
out
cars
of the way.
all the cars that pitted after the safety car will be almost forced to be on a 1-stop overcut hard strategy kind of on a 61 lap race sort of. So they're going to be in a kind of frozen strategy, while those that remain on track on their mediums have some adaptation power come the late part of the race.
The racing bulls are going away with this already. 3 seconds between those two. Jason Roy is keeping himself in the DRS of Quarticevo.
And it's important for him because that allows him, well, okay, despite the dirty air warming up his tires.
Nathaniel now being pushed wide.
Oh, not been pushed wide. It's actually a mistake from Nathaniel. He's not been pushed by anyone.
Sam back trying to re-overtake Robin Geisner now. Will it work out for him? He is side by side with him. And yes, it worked out for him.
So those on hards right now will be pitting at least at lap 40, if not 45.
And
Which
Nathaniel
means that
got overtaken by
the cars
Riley
on
Svensson
mediums
now.
right now will be massively undercutting those on hards.
And now Verhaeren will have another chance to attack Michael Swart. Coming down the inside now. And he's passed again. And Michael Swart made a mistake.
And he's third. He's third of the race.
It's a Red Bull 1-2-3 again. Michael Swart
And just
is
like
taking
that,
notes.
Jason Roy is taking advantage of his teammate Slipstream. Trying to extend his mediums as far as possible, of course. That comes with the counterpart of generating more tire wear in the dirty air.
And Jason Roy has lost the
More
DRS
tire
in
heating.
Quarticevo. So his tires is now starting to die off.
We can see that Jason Roy has now dropped Kevu's DRS, probably trying to cool his tires down a
And
little
now Zhao Lei
Lei
type bombing.
on a pretty good race thus far.
For those two, yeah. We haven't seen them up here since
As
3
DRS
races
again,
ago.
is he able to pass down turn 4?
They're side
Yes,
by
he is.
side. Still, and Michael Swart made a mistake.
Oh, a little bit of an error for Michael Zwart. Didn't get touched. Bit of a mistake.
And Maradona is losing places now because his soft tires are dead. Daniel is next. Right behind him. And Zhao Lei has closed the gap instantly on Philip Verhaeren.
He is flying at the moment, showing all the McLaren space potential on Sundays. And it's funny how Nathaniel has been the better qualifying driver for them lately. But Zhao Lei is pulling off some Sunday performances.
He type bombed now. Philip Verhaeren. And Verhaeren now. Was he...
And passed by Michael Zwart
Did he make a mistake?
at the same time.
Did he make a mistake there? We will hear from the FIA soon. Was that a mistake or did Zhao Lei just push him away? To lap 23, Quartekevo is leading by 3.4 seconds. Behind next is Jason Roy. Jason Roy is leading by 1.9, so 2 seconds from Zhao Lei. Now Zhao Lei and Michael Swart now fighting each other. Michael Swart
will find an opportunity to pass in turn
and
3.
he flies away.
With DRS and the ERS on top. Difficult
and they are closing in on our boy Jason Roy.
Jason Roy's mediums are not lasting long enough for him to even be able to reach the finish with hards, I believe. That could be an issue.
And Quartekevo was already 4 seconds ahead of everyone. If Jason Roy is now able to hold off Michael Swart and Zhao Lei for another 5 or 6 laps, the gap might be even 10 seconds now. Michael Swart is now on the DRS threat. He has DRS on Jason Roy. He type bombs Jason Roy now, and Jason Roy was pushed wide now. Michael Swart pushed Jason Roy wide. And Lucas right behind him now. There's a lot of battling going on down the order at P9 for the 9th place. Sam Facts is trying to hold Väisänen now. Is Väisänen close enough to try something? No, Sam Fact has better traction. Zhao Lei now, he has another chance to try something. Quartekevo was 5 seconds ahead. Jason Roy now defending against Lucas Wright. Jason Roy made another mistake now. And now Verhaeren is right behind them and is trying to overtake him and is done. And he made another mistake. What is happening with Jason Roy now?
Jason Roy is struggling on his mediums, I can tell you that. And he's trying to hold his mediums as long as possible. He's now force committed into a one-stop strategy, or can Racing Bulls actually pivot him onto like mediums and then softs? Because then he would be able to two-stop undercut those on hards who will certainly not be able to reach a finish. They will have to stop again.
What a move by Afonso Cashinho.
And Cashinho now on his hards, able to make moves as well. The guys on mediums are all struggling. And I believe now it's time for those on mediums to pit for fresh mediums, and undercut those on
Or
hards.
go for hearts. They can go onto hearts and go to the ends. If the
They will be forced on a two-stop anyway.
Maradona
I don't think the hards will hold to the end. When you see how they're struggling already with mediums on lap 26.
Yeah, Maradona
If
is
they pit
pitting.
now for hards, it's 45 laps on the finish. It's a long way.
Yeah, Maradona is pitting from the soft tires to mediums onto another softs. What is Alpine doing?
I like the choice. He's actually force committing into a two-stop. As I said, he's force committing into a two-stop after the safety car instead of going hard overcut, and then hope for the best. I like the choice. If there was one to be made, he will gain track position after the guys on hard pit, and maybe later in the race he will have to pit again for mediums. But the soft choice after the safety car was a bad choice. But once you're committed into that, it's better to just force commit into one more stop and taking advantage of the soft tires you have in storage.
Lucas, both Red Bulls are fighting each other. Lucas Wright and Philip Verhaeren fighting each other.
Pretty clean fight, we can see. No exceedingly aggressive moves. And Lucas Wright passes Verhaeren, who does not contest really the position.
Yeah, we have.
You can see the rookie is very comprehensive of the situation, and he will now take advantage of the slipstream.
Yeah, we have heard from the paddock interview from Sarah Springfield. We got forced off by Liam de la Grasse on lap 7 in turn 1. We were gonna try and make a one-stop work, but we got taken out, so we didn't really have a chance to make that work. Pretty disappointing from the Aston Martin crew.
Indeed, that was a bummer, really, because Springfield's start of the race was pretty decent. From how far she was starting from, and Sam Fact chose to pit, and that's a pretty good choice. As I said, very low chance that a one pit strategy works today. He's pitted for softs, and he's trying to pull off a Maradona type of strategy, but from higher up.
Is overtaking Riley Swanson, now trying to take the places back that he lost.
But Swanson has the inside.
Yeah.
Keeps the position
and
for now.
Now look at...
No, Van der Steen not trying at the moment. Maybe around the outside here. It's a rare move to do. Not quite. It's looking for windows, definitely. The gaps are quite large now ahead. In the top 8. It's funny how the quality was super tight, and now there are gaps in the race.
Look at Van der Steen now overtaking Nathaniel.
Around the outside, pretty clean, and Nathaniel did not push him off. He knows that he was caught in a pretty...
Väisänen has lost all of his momentum he had when the safety car ended.
Nathaniel was caught in a pretty hot moment earlier with a Racing Bull, I believe, in turn 3. So maybe he's holding off a little bit to avoid a penalty.
Radio message
Robin
from
Keisner currently
His pace is really good. And Jason Roy is pitting.
We have a pretty good data with both Saubers. One chose to keep the mediums and the other pitted, and they're gonna be soon meeting their crossover point on their strategy. Sardinia is gonna pit a few laps earlier than Keisner.
Yes.
But there are chances that Sardinia remains ahead.
Yeah, Jason Roy pitted for hard tires, so he's going to the end.
He's not going to the end. I can tell you that. I don't believe he will make it to the end. He can try. It's certainly possible, but the time you would lose to save those tires. I'm really not optimistic at all for the one stop to work with the current conditions and the track that keeps warming up.
Yeah, I think the next tire set will be soft for him. Yeah, we will see, but the gaps have started to open up because it's hot. And Van der Steen trying an overtake on Riley Svensson now. The inside of turn 1. Svensson made a mistake. And the Saubers are fighting now. Robin Geisler trying to overtake Sardinha. First Red Bull pit stop onto softs from hards. So we are seeing a lot of soft tire runners now. Sardinia now coming in from mediums to hards. Very good pit stop. Iceland now from mediums to hards.
Pretty good stop for Väisänen. Is Väisänen pitting late enough? And with the Ferrari ability to preserve the tires, maybe they have a chance to hold this set of hards long enough and until the end. But Väisänen lost a lot of time in this first stint.
Nathaniel has closed the gap in on Riley Svensson again. Nathaniel is trying down the outside of the last two corners now. He's able to do it. He has DRS now, he has the slipstream. He's trying to move on Robin Geisler, but Robin Geisler is defending.
He's moved 3 times and he's found he's not found a space on the outside. And Nathaniel will have to try again next turn.
Will he try here again now? Yes, he will dive bomb him.
Is he trying to dive down turn 3? Whoa, they almost touched. Nathaniel is really on the heater right now. He's not happy of his first half of the race. He was on the pole position and he's now P8. So he's definitely not happy. And Verhagen was brief pushed wide by Swanson. And he's lost a significant amount of time.
Yeah, he's right with Jason Roy now, who has pitted, of course. As we can see, the gap is coming down from Cortegevo and Chaule's perspective.
And it's crazy how Jason Roy is so far ahead of Väisänen, who's on the same strategy. That's actually crazy.
Yeah. Michael Swart and Xiaolei is fighting again, so that means Kortegevo will have a breather.
But are they going to make it till the end with the hearts? It's
No.
a long shot. It's a
No,
long shot.
it's not happening. Like you said earlier, it's not happening. They will go into lap 40, I think, and then they will pit. Because I don't think the hard
not
tires
those on
will-
hards that pitted during the safety car, but Jason Roy,
Jason
Tuvaisen,
Roy,
and
yeah.
Duarte Sardinia. It's a long shot with the hearts. They might be able to make it, but how much time are they going to lose
Wanda's
to
team
preserve
pitting.
the tires?
Wanda's team pitting for the Mercedes now.
Probably Michael Swartz gonna pit next lap,
Yeah.
if you're asking me.
And there's yellow flag. Something else happens. We're seeing everyone is moving, and there's been a crash. Verhaeren now with an Alpine. Ooh, turned in. And we don't know who the Alpine was.
Glued to the monitors and watching their hopes crumble away.
And who was that? Alpine. That was Nick Bayer. He collided with Nick Bayer. Marathoner now. Does he try dive bombing? No, it doesn't work, and Michael Swart has closed the gap on Quarterkevo now. And it's a time penalty for Verhaeren now. Riley Swanson is pitting now.
Swanson in the pit lane, and what a shame for Verhaeren. He was actually on a pretty nice race so far.
From hards to softs. Very different strategies. So we are seeing a 3 stops happening right there. But does Riley Swanson come out now on the pit stop race? Yeah, not very far. And Michael Swart is pitting now. Michael Swart is trying to undercut Quartekevo now. Xiaolei stays out. Will Lucas right pit? No, he stays out. Michael Swart now pitting onto a new set of hard tires. Afonso now pitting too.
Michael Swart, who will exit
And a clean air.
in 4th position. He's in prime position to have a shot for the win at this point. And interesting, Zwart had another fresh set of hearts that I didn't think many teams would have.
Yeah, it's interesting. He crashed in the free practice 3, of course. And he has a fresh set of hard tires.
Do you believe that Michael Zwart's crash in FP3 could be the factor that's making him win the Grand Prix today?
Yeah, that can happen. But
Because
we'll see.
right now he has such a tactical advantage. He undercut all the guys and he has the soft the new set of hearts. And Verhaeren trying to make up for the lost time by overtaking Rai Kasner on Wern hard. Is he able to make it through turn 1? Not quite. Verhaeren will have DRS again to attempt the turn 3 overtake. And very smooth move. Fantastic. But they're on shifted strategy with Geisner, so Geisner did not really contest. Likewise, for some fact right behind, I don't think that Geisner is interested to defend and wear his tires even more. Robin Geisner, who might be able to pit for mediums and reach a finish.
Heard from the Sardina's radio, and there is a move. Van der Steen
Oh,
overtaking.
Van der Steen passed in a pretty unusual spot.
A very clean overtake. He's on soft tires, so he needs to push away. And he's
Yeah,
doing
and those
that.
on softs, even Casino and Swanson, they will need to pit again. That's 100% sure.
Yeah, and now he's posted the fastest lap, so yeah, he is pushing.
He's totally pushing. And Jack Teff's nightmare continues with technical issues. Eetu Väisänen as well. Two of the championship contenders will not score points today. And who's the biggest beneficiary of the situation? The Estonian driver who is currently leading the Grand Prix, Quarter Kevu.
Yeah, because the Racing Bulls team aren't pitting him yet. Yeah, they are still keeping him out. Maybe they are looking for the soft tire run at the end if they can go this
And
long.
Michael Zwart is purpling. And I don't see. Honestly, I don't see how Michael Zwart doesn't win the Grand Prix now.
Yeah, he's actually 9.1
It's-
seconds away from
It's a
Roy now.
strategic mastermind from Mercedes. They kept two sets of hards. They maybe anticipated the potential of an early incident. And to run hards and just reach a finish. And Zwart can freely push on this set of hards until the end.
Yeah,
He pitted much later than the guys who kept their mediums and pitted for hards around lap 30. He's going to have much less trouble
And
to reach the
Charlet.
finish line than Sardinia.
Charlet is spitting. Quarticevo still goes on for another lap. Lucas Wright goes on for another lap. Lucas Wright spitting actually.
Lucas Wright spitting, probably
And
to
Michael Svart is already through. So he
to
is
cover
definitely
from
losing.
Jason Roy, I believe. But
Yeah,
Wright is gonna exit the pit lane behind, and even Zhao Lei is gonna exit the pit lane behind. Jason Roy is gonna be right behind Michael Zwart in the standings.
Yeah, we can see even Quarticevo will be behind Jason Roy now. And Lucas.
Yes,
And that's Philip Verhaeren.
but Varen will have to pit. They're on shifted strategies, and Zhao Lei 30 laps on mediums. Is that possible for him? I believe it is. And doesn't lose time. Already overtaking Verhaeren at the exit of the
And
pit
this is
lane.
not over yet.
He has a DRS, so it's gonna be okay for him. And now the Chinese driver is on a chase.
Yeah, he can catch. If he can catch Jason Roy, then he has chance. But there is a 10-second gap, so he has a lot of work to do now. When does Quarticevo pit now? Is the main question. He has not pitted yet. It's lap 42. That means we have 30 laps to go. Robin Geisner is pitting now. A very good pit stop by the Sauber crew. Vanderston has closed the gap on Afonso now. Michael Svart is 6.4 seconds away from Quartekevo. This gap is closing like it isn't even there.
Van der Steen and Casino on a shifted strategy. They will have to pit very late into the race for another set of stops if they have any. They might actually have to be using their Q1 tires to finish the race.
Yeah.
What do you think? I think that's going to be the plan.
Kevu is pitting now. So where will
Kevu's going to be pitting. Important point now. What are the tires that remain for him? I believe he has a fresh set of mediums. It's going to be fine for him.
Yeah, he's using medium.
Yes, indeed.
And there is a pit stop issue for
Oh, there's an issue.
This is a
What's happening for Kevu?
And that was a long wait.
Oh my good lord, what happened at Racing Bull side? They weren't even doing anything during the issue. Is it a hydraulics issue? Could be possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's a hydraulics issue on release. Everything is good. The tires are on. A hydraulics issue, I believe, on Racing Bull's side, and Kevu is now so far back. Michael Zwart is alone on his island, leading
Wright
by 11 seconds this Austrian Grand Prix.
And Lucas Wright is now ahead of Quartekevo. Quartekevo lost a lot of time now to the leaders. Michael Zwart is leading by 11.5 seconds now.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a read it from 2024 with the triangle Wright, Belacic, Kevu, who held a lot of battles throughout the year.
Yeah, Zhao Lei now is right behind. Jason Roy, will he be able to overtake him now? He is looking for the move already because he's on medium tires. Quartekevo is now
and Zhao Lei will be... I think Zhao Lei will be forced to overtake early in this stint and try to escape away. He cannot win the race anymore, but he can definitely finish P2.
And he is trying anything to get
He's
past.
preparing.
Yeah, and
you can see it's a fake attack. It was a dummy attack for sure. Zhao Lei has done that earlier. And he has done that earlier this season as well. Certainly a dummy attack to dive here. Oh, there's contact! There's contact between Jason Roy and Zhao Lei. Is the incident going to be under investigation? There's been tire contact. I don't even know how Jason Roy managed to keep control of the car.
Zhao Lei is already back over the 1 second, so he's not in the DRS anymore. But Quartekevo is now making a statement from Lucas Wright. Can he overtake Lucas Wright now? Can he do it? He's trying, and he's passed. No, he's still side by side, and now he's passed. A nice move by Quartekevo to get P7 back. But now he has a lot of drain here.
Quartekevo on a comeback mission. He must be very annoyed at the moment. It was a golden opportunity to vault himself back into into contention for the championship. Well, he is still gonna be in contention for the championship. The issue is that from a potential 25 points or 18 points, because Michael Zwart was such in a good position, a potential 18 points, he's gonna get much less than that. And we're gonna remember Austria if Quartekevo loses the Drivers' Championship for 10 points or so. We're gonna remember Austria. For sure.
Yeah, now Verhaeren is pitting. Quartekevo is now trying to overtake Verhaeren, and it's a 5 second pit stop because he's serving his thing. And actually, as we speak about the pit stop, Zhao Lei got past. So Zhao Lei is now free to try and catch Michael Swart to take away the win. But is there enough time now for him to catch him?
And Cavu is already back on the guys with wearing softs. Shouldn't be an issue to pass them, but he shouldn't lose any time if he wants to have a chance to catch up Jason Roy, who is on one hard.
We can see Jason Vandestin is actually trying an overtake on Afonso Cassinho. Cassinho is actually a very high place with his soft tires. Quartegevo is trying around the outside now. Is it gonna work out for him? Yes, it is. And it's a very good move from Quartegevo to get past Afonso now. He's gonna chase Vandestin now for the 4th place.
The gap between Cavu and Roy is now of 9 seconds. And he has 23 laps to make that gap back.
He can do it.
And remember,
he's a
Jason
fast
Roy.
driver. And
Jason
now
Roy kept his
Vandestin-
mediums from the start.
And Vandestin now under alert. Quartegevo has dive bombed. The dive bomb got. Ooh, there was a
Oh!
mistake from Vandestin.
Vandestin spun out. Was there any contact provoked by Quartegevo? This is the big question. I believe Vandestin spun out alone. I don't think there was
Yeah,
contact.
we will see now. And no, there was no
There
contact.
was no contact.
Yeah.
There was absolutely no contact. He tried to get early on the throttle on the exit and he failed to do so.
And Quartegevo is now
Oh,
up to
Vandestin, the rookie
P4.
mistake.
And he's already a second away from Afonso. No, Afonso actually closed back in. So Quartegevo is now free to push. As we heard from his team radio, he's free to push to catch Jason Roy now. Jason Roy is still keeping Zhao Lei in company. It's lap 50 out of 71. Now Quartegevo is being under attack by Afonso. Is he able to defend now? And the Haas doesn't have enough speed to overtake. Meanwhile, Sardinha and Riley Swanson are fighting each other. And Nathaniel is now close the gap on Riley Swanson.
I think if Riley Swanson and likewise for Cassinho and Van der Steen, if they need to pit at some point for new tires, they need to do it now. They're pushing their softs a little bit too far, and it looks like the strategy hasn't paid off.
And we can see Quartegevo is really trying to close the gap on Jason Roy now.
8.1.
It's getting closer. He is closing on.
Meanwhile, Zhao Lei defending on Jason Roy. The time will actually work in Jason Roy's favor.
And Jason Roy is trying to
Jason Roy
audacious
manages
move.
to pass, and Zhao Lei had a little bit of a wide exit. Did he gain advantage by leaving the track? I don't really know. I don't believe it was intentional anyway.
7.5, 7.4
But he has a shot at
seconds now.
counter-attacking now.
Yeah, 7.3 seconds, 7.2 seconds. They're getting closer. Quartigevo is getting closer. He has dropped Afonso now. And we can see him on the background now on this corner. He is closing in. And now Zhao Lei is back. 13 seconds gap to Zhao Lei and Michael Schwartz. And 20 seconds from Michael Schwartz and Quartigevo. It's not looking good for the Estonian. There might be a podium shot, but that's about it. I don't think he can catch Michael Schwartz. And actually, again, trying the inside line this time. Jason Roy. Jason Roy has DRS now. Maybe that's the team play now. To get both Racing Bulls on the podium. From the outside, Jason Roy got past. And he got the DRS too, so can he push away now, or will Zhao Lei fight back this one? Zhao Lei trying the inside line. And he's there's contact.
Oh, there's a bit of a contact between Roy and Zhao
look how
Lei.
much,
And
how
that
much
was-
time they lose. Kortige was already 6.1.
And Quartigevo was taking advantage of that.
Maybe that's the team plan from Jason Roy. But they're losing time on Michael Schwartz now. And Lucas Wright is now trying to get through on Afonso Cascinho. And he got the move. Pretty straightforward move from the American. And this race is not over yet. They are entering on the lap 54 now. Out of 71. We're getting closer to the end. Will Jason Roy now try something here? Jason Roy is closing.
And with their fighting, their tires will be dead by the end of the race. And Kevu will also... Time also works in Kevu's favor.
It's 6.3 right now. He has not gained anything on this lap. It's actually lost time. He lost 3 tenths.
But that's actually a good sign. That means he's managing the tires still pretty well.
And Van der Steen now posting the fastest lap for Mercedes, but is outside of the top 10. So that point doesn't count for them. And there's a yellow
But
flag.
he has new softs. He will be able to make up some
There is
ground.
a yellow
Like
flag.
Cascinho might actually finish in the points as well.
And Lucas Wright on our screens now. What happened? Oh, a spin.
Oh, in
very
turn
good
4. Lost a bit of time there. He was 5th. He is still 5th. And he will probably not be able to catch up anyway. Sardinia behind him is too far away. So I believe this is non-consequential for him.
Yeah, but Lucas Wright is safe on P5 already, so it's looking good for him. Jason Roy again on the attack for the second place now. Sam Fact now. Nathaniel taking the inside, trying the inside, not working out for him. Thailand has the DRS on. Sam Fact now. Nathaniel is on the comeback drive. if there is a late safety car now, what the teams can do. Teams are waiting for anything to happen now to catch Michael Schwartz. Fifteen laps to go on this one.
Time's ticking, and the clock is also ticking down. Kevu is 6 seconds behind Zhao Lei and Jason Roy, and the gap is steadily going down. 15 laps to go, and this is the most important battle that remains on the track.
This is for the podium places. Of course, Kortekevu is 5.8. He has stayed on that line. Lap 58 now for Michael Schwartz. Time is coming down. There is a yellow flag now. Who is that? We're seeing a replay. It's Philippe Verhaeren. What happened with him? Ooh, lock up on turn 6.
Another mistake for Verhaeren. The rookies are struggling on the circuit.
Yeah,
He had the penalty earlier, and now a mistake.
Not looking good for him.
Potential is there, but of course the consistency will only come with experience.
Yeah.
And Casino is now actually, well, he's 9th, he has new softs. He can finish with a wonderful result here.
Yeah, he has.
7th place is within reach.
Van der Steen has
Maybe
now
even 6th place is within reach.
Van der Steen is now 10th for Mercedes, so it's a 110 Mercedes. Jason Roy will have another chance to do anything here. Sam Fact now trying to defend against Nathaniel Foot, Robin Geisner, Afonso having different minds than Robin Geisner, trying to accelerate through the traffic to get through. Afonso is up to P8. Van der Steen is right behind him. And Van der Steen is now making the move on Sardine, and at the same time Afonso is making the move on Nathaniel now. Nathaniel made a mistake. And he has rejoined both Robin Geisner and Van der Steen. That's coming through now. But Daniel lost a lot of momentum. And they are fighting again. Xiaolei and Jason Roy are fighting again. And Quartekevo is closing the gap. It's 4.3 seconds now.
Ten laps to go, and the gap keeps steadily going down. In the meantime, Afonso Cassinho is tearing through the field, and Van der Steen right behind, actually in 8th place. He's also in the points, and this late run on softs for Cassinho is going to not only catch up Sam Fack, but Lucas Wright is within the reach, I believe. Look at his lap times, 103.8. Lucas Wright is in 05. And by the way, we've already torn down.
So now, think the move, and he got past. Van der Steen now needs to pass. Nathaniel is looking to get past Robin Geisner. We have 10 laps to go.
We've already torn down the records from last year, by the way.
Yeah. Actually, Nathaniel lost another place on Marathoner now, who is up to P10 after everything. And Robin Geisner now trying something on Marathoner. Robin Geisner now defending against. Can he do something? Can Nathaniel do something? He's gonna try the 3 wide move now. No, he doesn't, but he just looks behind him. And now will Nathaniel try something? Marathoner is up to P9 now. Nathaniel is still behind Robin Geisner. As we get closer to the end of the race, Michael Swart is still keeping the 12-second lead that he had. He has managed his tires well. Jason Roy has lost the DRS on Xiaolei now. Xiaolei started to close in, but I think it's too late already for him to try something on Michael Schwartz. Van der Steen now on Sam Facts. Hansen trying the outside line, and beautiful move.
Pretty clean move. And Van der Steen is 7th.
What a race by Mercedes.
And Afonso Cassinho is only 3.5 behind Lucas Wright. The radio on the Red Bull side must be... I think that the radio convo must be very, very heated up. Because lap after lap, they must be warning Lucas Wright, hey, Cassinho is 5 seconds behind. Hey, Cassinho is 4 seconds behind. Cassinho is 3.4 behind. And now he's even He's not complaining of a mechanical issue. Nothing's going right for Lucas Wright.
He's not going
That's
the Red Bull's way on the Red Bull ring. He's not going the Red Bull's way.
It's not going Red Bull's way, that's for sure,
But
with
it's going
Verhaaren's
Racing Bulls. But it's going
struggles
Racing Bulls.
and now Lucas Wright struggling in these late stages of the race.
Can he bring the car home to get the P5 finish? Or will Afonso catch him? Now Quartekevu has catched Jason Roy. Will there be a
Kevu
late
has
dive bomb
caught
now?
Roy, and there's a little bit of a gap with Zhao Lei. Is Kevu able to catch up Zhao Lei as well? There are 6 laps remaining. He's gonna try to overtake in lap in turn 1, I believe. If he
Yeah.
has the ERS. Oh yeah, he's very close. He's very close.
He's
Getting some
ducks in,
slipstream.
and now he's gonna try the dive
Is
bomb
able
on
to
the-
dive in turn 1. It looks like he can. Does he have the DRS on the next straight? No. He crossed the detection point first. And look at who is able maybe to...
That's Jack Def being lapped down.
That's Jack Teff right behind. I thought it was Lucas Wright's car, and I was like,
No,
this is
that's Jack
this is
Def
not
being lapped down.
not Lucas Wright's car, and he's 18 seconds behind. That's not possible.
And now
lapping
Quartekevu
Jack
will
Def.
try again, dive bombing. No, and he's dive
Oh,
bombed.
there's contact!
There
There's
was
contact! And he's able to pass! But there was definitely contact, and Jason Roy is certainly not gonna be happy about his teammates. There's gonna be some drama tonight in the Racing Bulls paddock for sure. Oh my good lord,
Can-
what's happening today?
Now, can Quartekevu get enough to close in on Zhao Lei? Can he close in on Zhao Lei? He has faster lap times than Zhao Lei
And
and Michael Schwartz.
Radio call from Jason Roy.
Yeah, not quite happy there. But Jason Roy will have another chance now to counter-attack Quartekevu now. Racing Bulls are starting to battle each other.
Jason Roy is certainly not going to let himself down after being humiliated by Quartekevu with a little bit of contact. Maybe there's damage on Quartekevu's car, we don't really know, because that was quite a bump of the front
Yeah,
wing.
that was-
I'm
that was,
telling you.
yeah. But we will see what Quartekevu can bring up. Because it's 0.5 seconds to Zhao Lei now to ruin the podium for Michael Schwartz and Zhao Lei, because Zhao Lei hasn't been on the podium so far this season yet.
And Afonso Caixinho's catching up Lucas Wright at a very fast pace. What a race! And
And
in the
Jason Roy
in the
now
meantime,
is
Michael
losing.
Zwart is strolling
at the lap
around.
Look at the lap time of Quartekevu and Zhao Lei.
Catching up 3/10. That's not gonna be enough at this pace. He needs to accelerate. He only has 4 laps remaining. And 1.9 seconds plus an overtake to make. I believe Zhao Lei is gonna defend his position. It might depend on the ERS resources. It depends if Zhao Lei has saved some ERS for the upcoming battle or not.
Yeah, we will see on the next lap because we are seeing this move right here. Afonso Caixinho overtook Lucas right now to get the P5. And that move is done now. And is there actually enough time for, it's 3 laps to go, but is there enough time for Vantinen to close on Lucas Wright? Does he have enough time? Because Sam Fact is right behind them too.
Some facts.
And actually,
Currently
speaking of Quartekevu, he has closed in on Zhao Lei. Quartekevu is on the charge.
1.1 second. He might be within striking distance on the very last lap of the race. And watch out, because Jason Roy has the DRS. He might be close enough to try something in the very last laps. And he is the only one to pull off successfully the one-stop strategy with the starting mediums. And he's gonna be able to save his heart to the end. That's a real masterclass from Jason Roy. No other driver was able to manage these tires as well. Sardinia dropped in the leaderboard quite significantly, and Vesseland got some mechanical issues.
And actually,
Anyway.
now speaking of Quartekevo, he's on the DRS. He has closed gap on Xiaolei now.
And Casino passed Lucas Wright, and it is even 3.4 seconds ahead. So I believe Wright has made a mistake of some sort, because that gap is not natural. 103.4 lap time for Casino, not enough to get the purple. Riley Swanson might actually be looking to overtake Robin Keisner for the last point.
No, he doesn't. Actually, this race will be the fastest to end from start to finish. It's 1 hour and 16 minutes, 19 minutes now. And Quartekevo has dive bombed Xiaolei on the...
And Kevu's overtake in turn number 6. This is so unusual to see any move in this turn. And he's done it. And Quartekevo is now in second position with 1 lap remaining.
Yeah, but it's too late.
And watch out, because Jason Roy is right behind. Jason Roy is right behind.
Jason Roy now will have a chance. Is it gonna be a Racing Bull 2-3? Will he try now? No, not this time. Is he gonna dive?
Try to dive into turn 1, not quite. He has 2 DRS zones remaining. Can he do it? Can Jason Roy save
He's closing
a podium?
He's closing in on this time, and
diving into turn 3, and yes, he does. The Racing Bulls managed to overtake Xiaolei, who loses everything in the very last lap of the race, from P2 to P4 in literally 30 seconds. Xiaolei must be absolutely furious right now, and he will lose the podium if he isn't able to overtake him in the last corners, and it doesn't look like he can. And Lucas Wright, in the meantime, is battling with Van der Steen and Sam Fact. They're battling together. And in the meantime, Michael Zwart ends his mountain drive, his tourism drive here in Spielberg, and wins in Styria for his first win of the season. Kevu is second, Jason Roy is third. Xiaolei will finish fourth, followed by Jack Tuff, 1 lap behind.
What a race from the Haas driver.
Casino, the first of the 3 stoppers. So many strategies were possible today, especially after the safety car, and Casino and Van der Steen made the 3-stop, the aggressive strategy work. Wonderful result for the rookie. Lucas Wright is 7, Sam Fact is 8, and Maradona with the early soft stop. He actually drove soft hard, I believe, something like that, for his last 3 stints. He is able to get points, and Riley Swanson managed to overtake Robin Keisner, and with the purple lap, he will get 1 more point today. What a race we've had.
Yeah, this was a really good race. Racing Bulls takes a lot of points off Williams now, so Racing Bulls are really back. We saw it last time, we are seeing it again.
My good lord, what was this race? What was this race?
Yeah.
The comeback of the day, well, there are many. Of course, we should mention Sam Fact, able to finish 8th, starting from dead last. Almost dead last, actually. Swanson in the points from 17th, Van der Steen 6th from 15th, Casino 5th from 13th.
Sam Fact,
and
12 places.
And the downfall of the day, Josh Nathaniel only 12th. No point after a fantastic pole position yesterday. The McLaren had pace, but strategically, Nathaniel's engineer did not make the right call after the safety car, definitely. And he also had a rough start of the race, to be honest. Never really felt comfortable today, it looks like, with the pace. Xiaolei had much more pace.
Liam Delagrasse
and championship leader Jack Teff doesn't score points.
Yeah, Williams didn't have the base on here. We can say that they didn't have any base here to do anything about the championship. They have to think now. They need to go back to the drawing board to think.
They
Now,
might have
Liam De La
they
Crosse.
might have had actually the pace, but starting from that far back, if you're not much better than everyone else, you do not make the comeback.
Liam De La Crosse is
Or
out
you
of
need
sprint
a really strong strategy like Casino did, for example, or some fact.
Yeah, Liam De La Crosse and Sarah Springfield then effing out of the race on the 4th lap, was it? But it was, yeah, the first stint of the race. Going to the Drivers' Championship now. Jack Def is still leading, but it's getting closer. Michael Schwartz is closing the gap, and Quarter Kevo is doing it too. Only 1 point separated by Smart and Kevo. Tristan falls to 4th. Eetu Väisänen now 5th. Lucas Wright gains another 2 places to go to 6th. Joshua Nathaniel falls down to 7th. Eren Eigen up to 8th. Zhao Lei up to 9th, and Liam De La Crosse on to B10.
And down in the, let's say, the second half of the rankings, moves from Jason Roy with another podium. Actually, 3rd podium from Jason Roy in 4 races. He's in a very good shape. And Casino scores 10 points and overtakes 2. Ureta will naturally fall down in the rankings after his retirement. So does Randy Belichick. Verhaeren has not been able to score any point today. Maradona scores 2. And Van der Steen closes out the rankings with his first 8 points with Mercedes. In the constructors rankings, we have a big move from Mercedes from 6th to 4th with 33 points, and Racing Bulls keep their upward trend and are only 25 points behind Williams, who failed to score any point today. Ferrari among the big losers of the day with Red Bull, and behind the order doesn't really change. I
Actually,
believe
fun
they're
fact, the Racing Bulls and Mercedes scored the same amount of points.
same amount of points indeed. Top scorers for the weekend.
Yeah, the Racing Bulls is not far away from Williams now.
And we have a 5-way battle for the, well, it's a 6-way battle for the championship, but a 4-way battle for 3rd place currently, very close. And behind, there's a big gap behind McLaren with the 4 back markers, let's say. Haas did the best weekend of among them, and Sauber failed to score points despite a promising qualifying. A little bit like in Bahrain, they qualified 1 and 3, if I remember correctly, and they failed to score points, or I think Sardinia scored 1 or 2. So they need to find something in the race. They have some quality pace in some tracks. Now that is it for the broadcast for today. As we're going to wrap up the broadcast, a quick heads up for next weekend. In fact, in 2 weeks' time, we're gonna be next week we're gonna be in Silverstone before a 3-week break, and we will move to Belgium. Silverstone, one of the most famous tracks and the historic center of Formula 1, will host another race, and we're excited to go there. It will be a pretty different layout from today. Overtakes will be far more difficult, and of course it will be an excellent benchmark for the teams ahead of the summer break.
But yeah, we will see you then, and it was a good weekend, and yeah, it was good, and we will see you next time in Silverstone. Bye for now.